What is up? We are back with some more Flash. So, last time we left off, the warden, something Wolf, had Barry caught as the Flash. He had a camera installed by his, I don't know what I'm talking about. His cell. There we go. That was a little hard. He had a camera installed by his cell. He found out he's a Flash, and he locked him up in a separate wing for metahumans, and he was going to sell him as well as other metas to Amunet Black. That's what we left off on with the promos. So this episode, obviously, we start off with the Flash locked up with the other bus metas, which we didn't see last on the promo or anything to directly correlate that with the last episode. Excuse me. I'm still sick. I've been sick for like forever. This is like week 3. I just want it to be over. Anyways. So Wolf is going to sell Flash, Barry, and the rest of the best metas to Amunet Black. So Team Flash does a couple things to try and stop it. Those don't work out very well. And the metas escape themselves. We learn about a couple new powers and a couple plot twists that make sense. There's a guy who comes into the beginning who is an old friend of Ralph Dibny's, and you kind of wonder why he's there, really. He's just kind of a little plot point to show that Ralph can shapeshift, which is important later on. And so the guy's name's like Earl Cox, or I think it's Earl Cox. And so he comes into Ralph's office and is drunk and passed out. You get a little funny banter, and then Earl says you'll never be able to help your friends, like they'll always leave you, kind of stuff. Just talking down to him. And then back in the lab, Dibny shapeshifts into him on accident, which translates it into some further things that they try and do with that new ability of his. So they try and get him to shapeshift into Wolf so he can go talk to Amunet Black to cancel the deal at the prison. And that's the extent of Team Flash helping out, is sending him in. They try and get him to contort his face. The first time he does it, he looks like this painting from It. It's one of the little kids' fears, like their biggest fear. And so they say, like, Cisco references it, and that was one of the references that he does that you're just like, oh my fucking, like, they're on point with those all the time, but that one was like over the top. Like, it's pretty recent of a movie, the killer clown that can transform into everybody's biggest fear, and like the painted lady with the weird contorted face, that one was really good. But aside from that, then Wolf goes to check on the prisoners to tell Amunet, like, oh, the deal's still on, because they fail, obviously. Amunet just wants to double check and make sure the prisoners are there, but they left. So Wolf goes and eventually catches on. They're breaking out. They run into a guard. Barry saves the guard from the other prisoners killing him. Wolf catches them on the outside. He hits Barry with a little dampener. The rest of them still all have their powers. Attack Wolf. Then Amunet Black comes in, and she's going to take him out. But right before she does, giant explosion, and DeVoe flies in on the thing, and he's like, hey, this is your destiny. And then he proceeds to kill them and take Lucky Girl's body. Or I don't know if that's her name. I think it's Jinx from Teen Titans. It really, there's a really weird connection. She said Jinxed, and I was like, wait, is that? I don't actually know her name. It might be Jinx. I'll have to check on that. That's something I'll have to check on. And so then we get a couple of other things that happen after that. Is they're gonna go save Barry, and Dibney flakes out, but gets a pep talk from Killer Frost, which is hilarious. She's just, here, I'll get somebody else to talk to you. She goes and cuts herself. She gets injured. She turns into Killer Frost. Caitlin turns to Killer Frost and is like, you need to get your shit together. That was funny. Because you knew she was gonna. You knew Caitlin wasn't gonna talk. As soon as he said, I'm pretty sure, like, the moment it hit me, before she even walked in, was for me that she was gonna turn into Killer Frost and pep talking. But the moment he said, like, if Cisco can't talk me out of it, then neither can you. You're just like, okay, here we go, buddy. You're gonna get your shit rocked. What else happened? I'm trying to remember these off the fly, because the last couple episodes I've done off notes. I'm just trying to get in my habit of speaking again. I've just produced a shit ton of videos today. Not that it's good quality and I'm not editing them, but I'm just trying to get in a flow of getting the things done that I need to get done, because I haven't done a good job because I've been sick. I'll throw this little note in here just because I know it won't matter to anybody, but I'm doing like 10 of these videos today, 10 of these reviews. I watched 6 or 7 episodes of TV so far. Actually, I don't know if that's the truth. I've done 4 or 5 episodes of Arrow. I'm on 2 out of the 3 or 4 that I need for Flash. Something like that. Basically, I'm just trying to bust through all these and get the reviews done, but do them well. So like each of them have been 15-ish, 17 minutes. And they're good, fully done reviews. But I want to make thumbnails still too, and I want to get everything organized and looking pretty on my YouTube. So when I start producing content regularly and start editing more, start posting on other YouTubes for gaming and whatever or not, if I split this channel up into music and like a review channel or a personality channel, I don't know what I'd call it. I'm probably going to keep it the same, but because a lot of the themes that I'm rapping about and singing about would be the same as what I watch and what I'm influenced by. Like people like Logic, they rap about fucking the movies and the things that have influenced them as they're grown up. So I'll leave that out for another video. But the big plot twist at the end of this episode that I do need to get to is that Ralph shapeshifts into DeVoe and makes it look like he's not dead. So Barry gets free from prison this episode. And then a day or two later, when the Arrow episode came out for 13, Flash goes and picks up Oliver and Dig and drops them off in front of, can't get his name, Caden James, in front of Caden James, and they show him the evidence. So, like, that is where the timeline adds up. I didn't watch them in order, obviously. I've been doing all of Arrow, all of Flash, all of Legends. So I'm not watching them in order, which is the hard part, too. The reason I'm doing these reviews in such in-depth is because I want to take them seriously and want to give something with value and put my own spin on things, but also to make sure that I'm seeing what's actually going on and fleshing everything and every point out. So when I go do further videos, when I'm recording, I make sure I hit all the points. And I can do that in like 5 minutes if I'm editing video and voice clips together, but I can't do that in 5 minutes, just quick little Spark Notes version. I have to kind of pan it out because these are 45-minute episodes, and especially with the couple of last arrows in this episode, there's a lot of little tiny things jam-packed that you want to talk about. So that's why these are super long, because I drag them on for so long. I pretty much hit everything that I do have my notes out, but I've been doing this without it. I'm pretty sure I've hit everything. So basically, Barry gets locked up. They try and break out. They get caught by DeVoe. DeVoe kills them all, and then Barry gets set free from prison. His wife is having a pretty hard time with all the changes and everything like that. I thought that DeVoe thing at the end, like at first was like, oh shit, he got his body back. That's what he was saying to his wife, but it was Ralph, which makes even more sense. I don't know why that's where my mind went first, but hell, it did. But no, she's having a rough time. There's the 12 bus metas total. I think that's right. And they've seen 7. I'm guessing that's right around where it's been. I'm thinking, because if this is episode 13, there's been a couple episodes that haven't dealt with DeVoe's plan. The crossover, the lead up for the crossover. I'm guessing that I think they've seen 7. So there were the 4 in prison with Barry. There's Ralph. I want to say they've seen more than half. I know they have. Just from when they show the board, there is more than halfway filled. Let's look at this, because I'm really sure that there's been a lot of them so far. Bus meta so far is a top Google search. That kind of is funny. Let's go to images. Oh, yep, the body that the Thinker took over initially before the Lucky Girl. In the next episode, there's a violin girl whose powers come through music. And then there's the guy who cries the tears. That's a good one that I haven't thought of yet. And Ralph's one of them. So there's the 4. That would be 5, 6, 7. See, I was right. So there's the 4 from the Prison Break: Kilgore, the Reanimation Girl, the Lucky Girl, and the guy who shrinks things. Then there's the guy whose tears make you love, whose powers have already been absorbed by DeVoe. The Thinker, or the body that the Thinker took, the guy who can read minds, and then Ralph. So that's 7 out of the 12. So there's still 5 more to find over the next 20 or 10 episodes. There's 23. So that's they've balanced it out pretty well. When his wife was saying, you said you would get all of them, but you only got 4, she was alluding to the fact that all 12 of those would be going to prison. Which makes me wonder if Ralph would be one of those. See, this is a talking point that I could flesh out. This is for me to think about myself. This is something I could flesh out into a whole different video. Was Ralph supposed to go to prison in the Thinker's plan? That could be a whole different video. So if I was going to take videography as a full-time job and push these videos and push my content everywhere, obviously I'd have to get a couple more posters in the back and clean this up and get a better lighting system. But if I was going to do all that, which I will eventually, this would be a whole totally different video. I go into why I think Ralph is a kind of character that could have totally flip-flopped the other way, gone to prison with the other metas, died, was never part of Team of Flash, XYZ, whatever it is. And I could flesh that out in a 10-minute video, 5-minute video, and then include other stuff that doesn't matter with it, and then get paid for the views and the number of minutes watched. Okay, that's that. Yeah, that's it. So subject 9, that would mean there's 9 metas, or this is the 9th meta. So who's number 8? Because subject 9 is the episode 14, the next one after this. Who's number 8? Trying to think if there is. Yeah, so DeVoe just killed Black Bison, Kilgore, and Dwarfstar, and he took over the body of Hazard. So it's not Jinx, it's Hazard. I really need to read more of this stuff if I'm going to talk about it, I feel like, too. Which is the problem, because I have too much shit to do otherwise. So he took 4. There's Ralph on that list. Oh, there's a video of Grant Gustin talking about it here. Let's see. This is probably going to get me a copyright thing.
Your destiny. Episode 414, subject 9. Now that Barry is out of prison, and after witnessing DeVoe kill all the metahumans that he was trying to free in the last episode, Barry's seen firsthand exactly how evil DeVoe is, and now he's taken.
Yeah, I think this episode we see just how crazy DeVoe actually is. From up till now, he's looked like just a normal guy trying to make the world more productive, but now you kind of see how ridiculous he is.
Boss meta, Izzy Bowen, who is a rising country star. No way. I hate country music.
I don't give a damn what you think.
She also has the ability to manipulate sound.
I guess now we know what her power is. What? Yeah!
Oh god, that's hilarious. I'm excited to go watch this. I'm gonna go watch this now.
Subscribe to our channel to watch behind the scenes video and more from The Flash.
Alright, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't give me a copyright content thing. We'll see. But this is gonna go up on YouTube here now. I'm gonna go watch the next one. Sorry for all the anecdotes outside of life that answered this video, but it is what it is. We're sitting at 18 minutes. That's fucking long. So I'm gonna go. Peace out.